Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. Today I'm going to show you how we ferment our potatoes. In this case, we're going to use our sweet potatoes from our garden that we harvested this year. We're very proud. These sweet potatoes have some cracks, so we have to use them as soon as possible. So that's what we're going to work with today. I'm going to show you the whole process, and I have to give a shout out to Dr. Bill Schindler. He wrote a book, Eat Like a Human, and that's where I got the recipe, to ferment potatoes. And I'm going to show you how I do it, so keep watching. So the first step is to peel our potatoes, and after being peeled, we're gonna put them in this bowl. I'm gonna fill up the bowl with water, and once peeled, we're gonna submerge them in water so they don't oxidize, and then we're gonna cut them. So let's do that first. So potatoes are full of dirt still. The sweet potatoes, or the potatoes that you want to ferment, you're gonna need a bowl. You're gonna need a fermentation vessel, fermenting vessel, and salt, water, a vessel, a bowl, cutting board, knife, peeler. Now that the sweet potatoes have been peeled, I'm going to slice them, sliced, and then we're gonna do the mixture of salt and water. But for that we need a number, so you're gonna need a scale as well. This is the vessel that I'm going to use. You don't need to have specifically a container like this that has a lid that goes like this. But since we are fermenting very often, that's what we decided to purchase. You can use any container, glass container, like something like this, and then just cover it with a cloth. That's one way. I've done it like that before and it has worked. So this is what I have, and this is what we use and what we will be using today. So now the potatoes, and this is my scale, by the way, that we're gonna be using in a second. Since my potatoes were on the ground, the water is a little bit dirty, so I'm gonna change that really quick. So now we do them in here so they don't keep oxidizing. And since we're not a cooking channel, I'm not gonna tell you how you should cut the potatoes, but the thinner they are, the quicker they cook when it's time for cooking. So keep that in mind. And you might be wondering why we ferment other certain foods like potatoes, and the reason is because they contain, after fermenting, they have a low glycemic index, and it's easier to digest. There's no that spike of sugar. It's just overall healthier. Of course, when you ferment any food, it's gonna have that sour taste, and it's gonna have some saltiness. So when you cook them at the end, you don't have to add more salt. So they're gonna be salty already. All right, here comes the fun part. Now we have our potatoes all sliced, and we need a scale. We're gonna measure our empty vessel. We're gonna weight it. We're gonna add the sweet potatoes. Then we're gonna add water, And then we're gonna add the salt, because we need to find out how much weight is in total, water plus the potatoes. And then from the number, we're gonna add 2.5% of salt from that total. So we're gonna do it in grams, and I'm gonna add the potatoes very quickly. And I think I'm gonna just add a little bit more of potatoes. And we have 2,471 grams in total. So the total weight, you're gonna need 2.5% of salt. In this case, I had a total of 2,471 grams. So I'm going to multiply that by 0.025, and that gives me approximately like 68 grams of salt. Seems like a lot, but that's the process of fermenting, what it requires of salt. So that's what we're gonna do now. Oops, ready. And we're gonna mix this, or try to mix it. And I put in a ceramic plate, so they stay submerged, but you don't need that. I'm gonna go and bring ours so I can put it on. These are weights. These are the weights that we use, so put them in here. Insert them. Space under. And I'm going to cover this. And we have that first vessel completed. Let's do the second one. And now we wait 3 days. So today is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. By Saturday, we should have already our fermented sweet potatoes. After you have done everything, you just leave them on the counter. Usually I put them in our pantry. They stay there for 3 days. You don't have to add heat or anything. You just leave them in there. I've never had issues with mold growing. I think maybe in the beginning when I was fermenting something else, I don't remember what it was, I could see some mold. I just scoop it out and the food was perfectly fine. With these ones, just check in case you encounter some mold issues. Usually I don't have any of that. So I just leave them in there for 3 days and take them out, wash them. I give them a rinse so they're not as salty. And then just throw them in the oven, in the air fryer. And I wish we had some tallow that we can make, like a deep fried sweet potato. But that's gonna be for maybe in the future. So I would just air fry them or roast them in the oven. And this is how we ferment our potatoes. I hope you liked this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and until next time.